What is up, mortals? It's Patrick here, and before we get into today's video, there are a few things I'd like to say. Firstly, thank you Beautiful Halo for sponsoring the video. Secondly, a quick thank you to our supporters on Patreon. The full list will be at the end of the video. If you'd like to support us and our content, please go over there and check it out. Thirdly, if you have a what-if idea and you want it to be done by us ASAP, you can now commission it from us. Go into the Discord that is in the description of the video, and DM the head writer. Tell him your idea, and he will explain the process to you. Thanks again, Beautiful Halo. If you haven't watched parts 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on, watch those parts first, before this one, or even if you need a refresher. There will be a link in the description below for all the parts. Now, with that out of the way, let's get into the video. Last time, on What If Deku Was a Saiyan? All Might and All For One faced off. All For One had gained the upper hand, revealing the skinny All Might. Even so, everyone continued to cheer the symbol of peace. It was morning, and it was about time for class. Everyone was so excited. They've been waiting all year to make special attacks. It was about time Aizawa explained how they would do this, and give them an example from Ida's Recepro Burst. Most of the students had an idea what they wanted to do. Izuku thought of a bunch of ideas. He thought about Key Sword, and a whip, but there was only one he really wanted to try. Izuku spreads his arms open, and starts to charge Ki into the palm of both his hands. But before he does this, he asks Aizawa to clear a certain part of the training grounds. He agrees since he has seen what Izuku was capable of. Finally, Izuku puts his palm together, merging the two spears. Then before he knew it, a gigantic beam flashed out of his hands, pushing him back into the wall and fracturing his arms. Aizawa sent him to the nurse's office, but before he left, he told Izuku, I suggest you go get some support items to nullify the knockback, maybe some shock absorption. Right, Izuku replied. Recovery Girl asked him how this happened, and he said, actually, it was a move I was trying to create. I imagine that Aizawa told you not to use this again? Actually, he told me to go to the support items to help nullify the recoil. Izuku said, a bit hesitant. Yes, that is also a good idea. Now, go, you're all healed. Thank you. He ran out the door, straight for the support room. Once he gets there, he sees Ida and Uraraka. They both walk towards him. They reach him, and an explosion throws Izuku to the floor. Once the smoke cleared, he saw Hatsume lying on him. Insert fan service moments to make support items for them. Ida asks for something to cool down his engines, while Uraraka asks for an item to reduce nausea. And Izuku asks for shock absorption gloves. They reach all the way to his shoulders. While Hatsume deals with Ida, Izuku continues to think for new attacks. Then it hits him. He remembered Kirishima and how this quirk worked. Instead of going for flashy big attacks, he should go for a strong concentrated attack that deals massive damage. While in super, or covering his body with ki, he can concentrate all of it into his fists, creating a devastating weapon. Izuku then stands up, walking out of the room. He decided he didn't need any support items. He could just train his body to handle the recoil. Izuku gets back to the training grounds. Then sees All Might giving everyone advice. All Might smiles and greets Midoriya. How are you doing with your super moves? I bet you have a lot of things to show me. Izuku nods. Though I want to keep it a secret. I want you to see me use it during the licensing exam. He then heads back into the rubble. Distance grunts can be heard in the distance as Bakugo is creating his move, AP Shot, an explosion that is concentrated to one point, causing destructive damage. He finally pulls the move off, but a piece of the rock he struck just started to chip off, and a big chunk of it fell off. Bakugo saw that was going to hit All Might. Aizawa did too. Then, right when Eraser was about to pull All Might out of the way, a bright fist came out of the smoke. It struck the stone, completely destroying it. Smoke clears. Once the smoke clears, it was revealed to be Izuku. It was surprising to both Bakugo and All Might, since up until now he could only use huge shockwaves or blast things. But this attack brought a whole new variety of attacks at his disposal. He called it Super Deku, Model Harden. Kirishima turns to look at Deku, since he had just screamed his quirk's name, and everyone watches in awe. All Might begins to recall the day he had saved Bakugo. He completely destroyed the monster with one blast, yet no control over his quirk. He has come so far. He will definitely become the next symbol of peace. It had been about 2 days now. All the students are ready for the licensing exam, but nervous. When they arrive to the doors of the building, they meet the other students from the other schools. One of them greets them with respect, and then sends a terrifying stare at Todoroki. Everyone walks in and is told the ground rules and what they'll be doing for the first stage of the exam. The students will have to The students will have to out on patches that have buttons. They are put there on the most vulnerable places, and the people who has to attack them to make a ball. They are given to the button to score points. After the man finished explaining, the walls of the room they were in fall, and everyone runs out. Now, next time on What If Deku Was a Saiyan, the students of Class 1A will have to face what other schools. They are at a huge disadvantage because of the sports festival being broadcast across the world. Will our heroes pass the licensing exam? Find out next time if What If Deku Was a Saiyan. This video is brought to you by our beautiful sponsor, BeautifulHalo.com. Take out whatever your heart desires. Hoodies, shirts, pants, and even jackets. They have it all. We all would like to wear some nice clothing, right? Well, Beautiful Halo is the perfect place for that. They have apparel in the styles of many well-favorited animes such as JoJo, Dragon Ball, Black Clover, One Punch Man, and My Hero Academia. They have with many more items to choose from. If you're like the 1% who personally hates anime or just aren't into it despite being on this channel, then they've got you covered too, with a bunch of stuff for cartoons, movies, shows, and comics, along with popular names like Star Wars, SpongeBob, Marvel, DC, and Rick and Morty. They have hundreds of different items of clothing to fit your style so that you can feel like you in public, or just around the house. What are you waiting for? Go check out BeautifulHalo.com and use code MEME for 10% off your next purchase. Remember, MEME. I repeat, use code MEME for 10% off your next purchase. Again, a huge thanks to Beautiful Halo for being our sponsor. Well, thank you all for watching the video to the end. Now there's a few more things I'd like to go over before the video ends. Firstly, I'd like to let you all know that we have a merch store. Some of the items in it are only available for a limited amount of time, so if you're interested, go into the description and check it out. Each purchase helps us make more content. Secondly, I'd like to thank our $5 supporter Patreons for helping us fund these videos. Lastly, on behalf of We the Celestials, I'd like to thank the writer for this video, as well as the editor for this video. The details will be in the description. If you're a voice actor, editor, or writer, or you're interested in becoming one of these, go to the Discord that's in the description of this video and hit up the head of one of those areas. We're always looking for members to join us. Okay, well, that's it for today's video. So thank you all for watching, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you're interested, and hit that like button if you liked the video. Now, until next time, peace out mortals, have an amazing day.